Hello everyone, this is the Captain at Axolotl, and welcome to the very first Super Sunday, or here contain Protect Sunday, or not Sunday, I meant Saturday. Whatever. SCP Saturday. Essentially, what we are doing is we are going to go to the funny random page button right here, or I guess random SCP, and just read off some random SCPs. I am an SCP enjoyer, but I don't know all the SCPs that are out there. Go ahead and start. SCP-1548. Welcome 05-6. You have one file pinned. Play file? Yes. Accessing file? SCP-1548. Item number? SCP-1548. Object class? Keter. Special containment procedures. Foundation satellites. Malakabel-1 through 10 will monitor south pole of the sun for SCP-1548. Protocol Chaos Shavira. All Foundation space stations and off-planet bases with the solar system will have the monitoring of the sun as their secondary mission objective. Connections will be maintained with major space agencies under Operation Stygian Iris for enhanced monitoring of the anomaly with accurate information on the phenomena restricted to specified personnel. As it is not feasible to place limitations on all solar telescopes, it is expected that civilians will observe SCP-1548 on occasion. Foundation personnel embedded in scientific agencies will disseminate misleading information on SCP-1548 and all thaumaturgic symbols that manifest, describing them as unusual but natural phenomena. All other information of the anomaly and related symbols is subject to standard Foundation scientific protocols. Description: SCP-1548 is the designation of various anomalous solar phenomena primarily occurring on the south pole of the sun. There are three types of known SCP-1548 events. SCP-1548-1. 6 equidistant ovular sunspots, approximately 40,000 kilometers by 15,000 kilometers in size. The end of the sunspots converge after 23 hours, often accompanied with the formation of a solar prominence. It typically takes the shape of thaumaturgic symbols. Coronal mass ejection will then occur around the sunspot, 11 hours. Prominence dissipating after 5 hours. SCP-1548-2 begins similarly to SCP-1548-1. A solar prominence then forms from the side of the sunspots and breaks off from the sun, moving away from it, likely entering interstellar space. The event lasts for 2 Sorry. SCP-1548-3. Sunspots form thaumaturgical symbols which range in size. This can occur in conjunction with other events or separately. Unlike the previous two phenomena, these sunspots do not commonly manifest in any single. First recorded SCP-1548 event was on 17 May 1983, where an SCP-1548-3 event was observed, showing thaumaturgical symbol 2201-V1, referred to addendum. The event was classified as extranormal event 9008 until other occurrences were observed, leading to the classification of SCP-548. Addendum 1. Thaumaturgical symbols identification. The Department of Thaumaturgy has successfully identified the determined the nature of several symbols seen in SCP-1548. Below is a list of the symbols, denoted with V. They are a variation of the symbol. V1 denotes the original or first discovered version of ES-2201-V1, unnamed, seen in SCP-1548. If inscribed on any telescopic device by a person with thaumaturgic abilities, the device will show psionic entities with malicious intent toward the user. After a total of 4 hours of use, users without psionic abilities will experience symptoms of psychosis. CS-381-V2, known as the Halophistian Isle among various occultist groups. When affixed or projected onto a material, it will strengthen the material, enhancing its ability to absorb kinetic and electromagnetic energy. Materials may be hidden from sight as well. CS-1817-V7, known as the 12 Holy Owls of Cerinthium, Origin among humans unknown. When the symbol is affixed to a weapon or object used with the intent to harm, or any entity killed by the weapon will annihilate the immediate space around it. The size of the annihilation zone is proportional to the size of the entity killed. This annihilation zone has no effects on materials reinforced with TS-381. Of note is 61% of observed thaumaturgic symbols pertain to the anomalous Arthurian mythology and religious beliefs. TS-1817 originates from Orthian occultists in 1800, and TS-381 has been used by members of the Church of the Second Hythus, prominent Orthian group of interest, in avoiding capture by the Foundation. Why this is the case is Addendum 2. Event 1548-29. On the 23rd of December 2016, several SCP-1548-1 events occurred in rapid succession. Although interpretation of these symbols is still underway, TS-381-V2, TS-1817-V7, and TS-201-V1 manifested multiple times during these events. 20 non-anomalous Orthian language symbols and phrases for protection formed as well. 47 hours later, 5 SCP-1548-2 events occurred in the span of 2 hours. Over the next month, a dense cloud of ionizing radiation began forming around the solar system, surrounding the heliopause. Although initially a largely unnoticeable amount, the cloud increased in magnitude. No light from the outside universe could by the 20th of January, 2017. The origin of the cloud is presumed to be from the sequence of SCP-1548 events. Though the combined amount of particles produced was too small to form a structure on this scale, of note is that Foundation telescopes have noticed thermic tessellations, resembling grids of pyramids, periodically forming among the clouds. As the night sky is now entirely altered, Foundation censorship protocols cannot be fully executed. Dissemination of incorrect scientific information regarding the solar system is a dense cloud of cosmic dust in progress. Scientific information describing the actual nature of the ionizing radiation cloud will be censored as per Contingency Galileo. Addendum 3. Recent phenomena. Following event 1548-29, a high amount of significant anomalous phenomena have occurred. Following is a list of the events, updated as of 26th of January 2017. 24th of December 2016. The Falcon Light suddenly lost 50% of its mass during its flight to ISS, causing the death of all crew. Foundation satellites captured video of the event, showing that half of the spacecraft disappeared along the midline, jettisoning any crew still left and still inside into the Earth's atmosphere. Radio signals were received soon afterward from beyond the heliopause. Although suspected to originate from the other half of the spacecraft, the decoded signals matched no known spoken or written language. Notes. All launch plans for manned spacecraft have been cancelled, both inside and outside the Foundation. A cover story involving a faulty booster has been. On the 29th of December of 2016, the International Space Station. One moment. It's a lot of reading. This one might take up the whole episode. It's usually supposed to be 1 or 2. Here we are. The International Space Station ceased standard communications and began broadcasting visual and auditory cognition. All subjects exposed to any of the cognito hazards enter a trance state, and eventually have their brain vent. 2 hours after, Foundation satellites detect a sharp increase in thaumaturgic particles in orbit, all found to be originating from the Sun. The ISS abruptly changes trajectory to follow a course that will result in re-entry, certain to destroy the entire station in February of 2017. Classification of the ISS as an anomaly is 2nd January 2017. SCP-2713 was found to be entirely empty. Most of the interior of the building have been destroyed. Claw marks, scorched walls, and blood strewn across the room indicates signs of a significant struggle. Reclassification to neutralize is pending approval. What is SCP? That's not the one. Huh. Yeah, that might have to be the next one we read. Back one. Please don't start me at the top. That would suck. Okay, good. The 5th of January, 2017. During a political demonstration in front of the Ratstag in Berlin, Germany, a thaumaturgic way leading into an unknown pocket dimension opened near the protesters. Toro Archpriest Farah on this, Church of the Second High Thoth leader and known person of interest, exited and announced a shelter has been. Further information is all persons promptly in the way, including 2 undercover Foundation agents. Way closed immediately afterward. Censorship of the event is in progress. 10th of January, 2017. An unknown Egan weapon was activated during protests at Times Square. A violent explosion destroyed the entirety of the Midtown Manhattan, leveling surrounding buildings and severely damaging other nearby areas within a 6-kilometer radius. Death toll is undetermined. A high number of Tartarian entities and demonic possessions have occurred in an 11-kilometer radius around the last epoch. Persons with confirmed connections to the Chaos Insurgency have publicly blamed the event on a global shadow organization. The 19th of January, 2017, SCP-179 established contact for a single moment, finding defend, or descending below the sun's surface and vanishing. 79. Hey, that's another one we're going to have to read. Adding more to the list. Obviously not this episode, because it's lasting a good bit. Frequency of SCP-1548 events have dramatically increased since at least 2 occurring per day. 20th of January, 2017. Radiation cloud fully obscures the night sky. Global anesthetization on the protocol is enacted by the Foundation and completed at 78% efficiency. Several paramilitary organizations, including world governments and anomalous groups, take this opportunity to attempt to further their own personal goals. Joint Foundation and Global Occult Coalition forces have been assigned to combat these groups. Efforts are ongoing. 22nd January 2017. SCP-2821, following a sudden expansion in size to a diameter of 1.7 kilometers, vanished. Nearby Lunar Area 32 suffered a minimum of 38 casualties and lost 10 anomalies from the expansion, enveloping, destroying sections of the facility under the anomaly's different laws of physics. Based on readings from the Minkowski space-time monitors, it's hypothesized that SCP-1 formed a wormhole leading to another region of the universe. This information to explain the newly formed hemispherical crater on the lunar surface is dated. That's a different one as well. Ooh, this one has a special stars through hardship. So it's hey, this one has a special one. Okay. Well, we can read that on another episode. On the 25th of January 2017, experimental Foundation devices began detecting tachyons moving at undetermined faster-than-light speed. Analysis found that these are likely a new form of SCP-417 transmissions, with major deviations from their standard contents. This was observed until being abruptly cut off, presumably due to the radiation cloud. Further information is below. That is another SCP that we'll have to look up on. The 30th of January, 2017. Currently under review. No notes so far. Transmission 3417-62. SCP-3417. All Orthians here. All Orthians must listen now. Stars lost. Unknown. A unit of time, perhaps? Ago, the first invasion occurred. The gods were unprepared. Never comprehended the fragility of the universe after its creation. Second city. Lost. The extra-universal abominations invaded, and the gods did not die. Their duty in protecting is transmission would not have won without Authorians. Unknown symbol 31. Lost. Gods defended Arthurians in existence. Arthurians defended the gods in existence. Our system lost. When united, we were strong. Transmissions interference for 12 stars. Lost. World must fight. Transmissions. Joint Foundation and Global Occult Coalition forces have been mobilized for a large-scale containment and threat neutralization operations. Cooperation with various governments to cover-ups has begun. So these measures are hindered by the decisions of the Latvian, Estonian, and Georgian governments declassifying documents, anomalous phenomena, Cold War. All major containment sites are now under Level 5 high security lockdown. Addendum 4, Experiment 254-37. On the 12th of June in 1999, determined by an anonymous 05 vote to enact a long-term plan to explore beyond the helium. Mission objectives deny hypothesis regarding extraterrestrial SCP objects, collect data on anomalous phenomena beyond the heliopod. As such, the Foundation probe Seraph-1 was constructed and successfully launched in 9 minutes. This is actually a picture. On the 27th of January 2017, an SCP-1548-1 prior to Seraph-1, forming the thaumaturgic symbol. Following the SCP-154-1, an SCP-154-2 event was initiated. This one, however, deviated significantly from normal trajectories and curved sharply about 100 astronomical units away from the sun towards Seraph-1. Seraph-1 crossed the heliosphere 2 days before contact was lost from the all information collected by Seraph-1 is being declassified. Oh, there's some. End of SCP-1548 file. There are 6 related files. Access files? Yes. Accessing material. Playing file 1 out of 6. Record of decision. Overseer Council Action number 25-21. Knox 6. Motion as follows. Inveil Protocol under Uncloak 3. 051, 053, 058, 0510, 0513, and 0511 all voted yay. Yeah. Yay. Yeah. 052, 054, 055, 057, 0512, and 059 all voted. Abstain, none. Votes pending, 056. Results. Displaying file 6. Try to 6. It's another record of. Sorry about that, Jan. Overseer Council Action number 25-20. Knox. Motion as follows. Reclassify SCP-1548 as Thaumiel and begin manually SCP-1548. Their proposal 1548. We have, again, another 5 to 5 votes. 2 have abstained. 05-. There's no been result. Here's a log. Playing file 3 out of 6. Begin log. Seraph-1 is about 100,000 kilometers away from helium. The entire region appears as a barrier of ionizing radiation. Cloud. Dull orange. Take another drink. Highly complex geometric patterns form on the surface. Most 10,000 kilometers. After an hour, the probe begins passing through heliopod, entering interstellar space. Contact. Connection is periodically reestablished over. So the only meaningful data obtained is a tachyon SCP-347. After that period, a stable connection with the probe and with the probe begins. Many pieces of equipment were disabled by the radiation, though a rear camera behind Seraph 1 are masses of high-energy radiation that resembles flares, encompassing the entire visible section of the heliospheric barrier. Thousands of thermothermic symbols are present in these. Identified symbols serve to provide various forms. The largest being warding symbols used in the Arthurian religion to repel extra-universal. At the approximate location where Seraph 1 exited, a large hole is formed. Flares dissipate as its edges expands. Forms of entities can be seen in the surrounding the helium. Bodies of each entity are highly asymmetric, possess numerous structures. The only common features are gray body color, segments that erratically flash colors, and fractal structures. Sizes are. Sorry, I keep wanting to yawn. Yawn real quick. My dog. The bodies of each entity are the only common features are gray body colorization, segments that erratically flash various colors and fractal structures. Sizes are estimated to range from 10 kilometers to 1,000 kilometers, though some appear to be significantly larger on two of these entities, hereafter 1548-Omega 1548-Omega 2, passed by Seraph 1. 1548 Omega eel-like in shape with 5 arms, random sections of the body, along with a mouth, made of impossible geometric structures. The end of its body is surrounded by arachnid limbs, flickers. 1548-Omega 2 oscillating in leaving trails of black rocks. As the entities near the hole, the warding sigils glow red shockwaves flowing there. 1548-Omega 2 body and release glowing white orb reach the sigils and expand into spiral patterns. What the fuck, have to yawn again? Sorry. The sigils demanifest and the shockwaves lessen in velocity. 1548-Omega 1 passes through the hole and accelerates out of Seraph 1. High amounts of thaumaturgic particles are detected and the hole is rapidly enveloped by hundreds of concentrated blasts of thermonic brought out of the new flares. Pierce through 1548-Omega 2, vaporizing. At this point, 27 January 2017, SCP-1548-2. Prominence passes heliopod, encountering Seraph 1. Contact is permanently lost. All Near-Arthurians must unite at unknown 31. Cannons have been moved into orbit around the planet. The extra-universal invasion lessens. The gods protect us. Orthians will survive. Pause in transmission for 7 minutes. Drachmo Lucian is dead. Pause in transmission. Gods lost. Drifted galaxy. Universe is unprotected. Universe is not lost. Orthians are not. Orthians. Transmissions begin displaying a sequence of spiral patterns and encrypted image, found to show an entity resembling SCP-2-2 when decrypted. Transmission ends. Event 1548-3. Gotta be on it. Hey, fucking reading a lot makes me want to yawn a lot. On the 30th of January 2017, Foundation orbital vessels SCPS Cortana, fully outfitted with weapons. It was deployed to neutralize 1548-Omega, deployed Pluto, other Kuiper Belt objects. The vehicle arrives at 1548-Omega-1 station near Jupiter and engaged with the communication with the onboard crew was lost after footage from the Foundation probe show the vehicle and entity surrounded by a black substance. 2 hours after the substance dissipated, the SCPS Cortana was observed to be rapidly accelerating towards Mars, with an organic mass resembling that of 1548-Omega-1 attached to it. 30 minutes, the vessel reached the planet and impacted it, creating a crater, ionizing the atmosphere, surface into molten. An hour after, the surface began to be converted into a black organic mass, spread out from the SCPS Cortana. At this time, an SCP-1548-2 event, the largest one on record, occurred. A solar flare reached Mars when half of it had been. A violent explosion followed. Luminosity of the sun's the resultant debris is expected from the second asteroid impacts Earth are. As this event occurred 10 hours ago, all related data is flying file text file left by 05-3. Sheriff 1 was only able to take a single section. That's all left. All that's left of our infinite ever expanding. Our main priority can. Attention, the terminal has been idle for 4 minutes. The terminal will exit. Log out. Like to vote before logging out? No. Sure? Yes. The O5 Council has been notified of it. We'll have 3 days left to vote. Bye, O56. Logging off. Logging off. Shut down. This was from the perspective of an O5 Council member. Actually kind of cool. So, what? The sun is like an alien defense system with this SCP? That's what I got from it. Maybe a little wrong. Maybe a little wrong. I know it's like a lot of well, not the sun, but things from like outside our solar system did. Yeah, that was a almost 30-minute long read, so I definitely don't have enough time to read another one. I was expecting some shorter ones, but not a long one. Which is nice for content. Go ahead and. Because I like that one. Oh, well, I'll do that. This has been the Captain anti-exosystem reading SCP-1548. If you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.